Chetan had received his first salary the day before Raksha Bandhan. While he was buying gifts for his parents, he also bought a small beautiful wristwatch for his sister Chandini. What is this, Chetan? It's like you spent your entire first salary on this expensive wristwatch. Did you get anything for mom and dad? Chandini said, delighted by his gift and immediately putting it on her hand with pride. I have taken it for everyone, but I have not given it to them yet. After all this shopping and throwing a party for friends, it was very late by the time we got home for the night. By then, everyone had gone to bed. It was late when I woke up in the morning. My mother came and woke me up. It was already 8 o'clock, and she woke me up saying, "Look, Chandini has come. I understood that you had come early for tying me the Rakhi. So I quickly finished my bath and ran here before you go to your grandmother's house with my brother-in-law. That's why there was all this fuss." Okay, leave quickly. I think your father will also go out for celebrating Rakhi. Appaji has never gone out anywhere to get Rakhi tied. How come Rakhi is seen tied to his hand then? It didn't come and tie it by itself. We have seen it every year. His hand is never empty without Rakhi. Seeing the Rakhi on his hand, you insisted that you should also celebrate the Rakhi ceremony and get Rakhi tied. At that time, we were staying in your neighboring house, so your parents got tied Rakhi on your hand and performed Aarti by Chandini. Since then, you have been giving her one gift or another, said Chandini's mother Roshini. What's wrong with this, auntie? Since then, I have got such a good sister. Okay, it might be too late for you already. You two go, I'll be back later. Next time you'll see what I took from my first salary, he said sweetly and left. When Chetan left, Roshini, who had now shifted to the apartment opposite to them, came out with her daughter and looked. Then Anand appeared in the courtyard of his house with a Rakhi. Look, Chetan, your father has also tied a Rakhi, said Roshini. Who tied you Rakhi so soon, father? From the Baba in the temple behind our colony, said his mother Geeta. Seeing that his mother answered instead of his father, Chetan asked, "But why did that Baba tie a Rakhi to you?" Because on the pretext of giving something to Baba in memory of his sister, Geeta clarified. So, do you have tiffin now or did Roshini auntie give something? They gave me 2 pedas at their house. Please prepare upma or something. Anyway, look what I have brought for you both, Chetan said excitedly. He went to his room and brought out 2 packets. The couple was satisfied after receiving them from their son and opening them. Look at this electric shaver, it will save you from buying shaving blades every month, she told her husband. Your electric hair dryer is also good, said his father. You did a good job telling him about Baba, he told his wife. Hearing his father's words, the son, who was about to leave for his room, stopped there. When he turned around, both his parents were standing there staring at each other with great emotion. He didn't want to stand between them and ask any more questions, so he started getting ready to leave for the office. He didn't know why they had said that about Baba. He grabbed his new smartphone and was satisfied with that. The next month, when his second salary arrived, Chetan went to a furniture store. He bought a small chair and a table for his PC. When he noticed other items there, he really liked a double bed. Both his parents were using their old couch and spent their time like that. He wanted this double bed to be modern in style, with a small side table next to it, but he didn't know which design to choose. He brought home the relevant brochures. He thought it would be nice if they only decided. Seeing that, Geeta said, I need a good sofa set in the hall more than a bed. What kind of bed is it? It's an inner room. Don't you want a sofa to sit on in the hall as a sign if someone comes? There is only a stool and a bench from some era, he said. Let's see about that next month. Now your couch is old and very damaged. It would be so much better if a double bed came there first, Chetan insisted. Seeing that her husband didn't answer her son's words, she got angry. Why are you? He will bring a new bed, but you just stood there saying no. If he brings a double bed, one of us will have to sleep on the floor. You know that won't be good for either of us. But why do you have to sleep on the floor? Chetan asked, not understanding. That old cot is so big that when you make it a double bed, I can come and sleep with you. But don't forget that we both have single cots. I have been used to snoring since the beginning. I can't control it at all. That's why your mother makes the bed a little bit bigger, turns to the other side every day and sleeps with her veil on. Now, if we bring a double bed and put both beds together, how will she get any sleep because of my snoring? No, leave this idea, said his father. Okay, let it be as you wish, said Chetan and went to his room in frustration. He got into a deep thought. Since childhood, he had always slept with one of them. When the AC in his room broke down 2 months ago, I used to sleep on the floor in their room, but I had never heard my father snoring since then. For some reason, both my mother and father seemed very worried. I didn't want to make them even more miserable by giving in to my stubbornness. I knew how much they would sacrifice. My mother didn't want anything more than my happiness. In that case, I should also value their happiness. I thought that if I gave them both an iPad, they would be able to easily connect with their old friends and relatives through WhatsApp and Facebook and be happy. His parents had left home against the wishes of their family from Bengaluru and settled in Mysore after getting married. They had never gone to see their family nor had they come to see them. The couple had been happy in their own small household from the beginning. Chetan had studied well, completed his BE and joined Infosys as a software engineer. And their contentment had exceeded all bounds. However, sometimes they would feel sad thinking of their family. As expected, Chetan had brought them an iPad. Both of them were very happy. Once, when her husband was looking at Facebook on it and feeling sad thinking of his relatives, Geeta asked, why are you digging up old things and getting upset? What is the benefit of digging up a dead body? I don't have any such desire either, but when my son brought an iPad, I saw these new features and remembered something, he said. Look at it happily, but don't pose so sad. Maybe it must have been a very painful experience for mom, Chetan asked his father. Yes, she has suffered a lot, the father told his son. Again, you. Whatever I did it with my own happiness. My family left me. When I came here, my friendly friends helped me, and later a son like you was born, and we were able to forget our old troubles. Anand said with a smile. Later, seeing Chetan and his colleague Swati's friendship and love went to the girl's house on their own to ask for a girl for their son. We were raised in the middle class from the beginning. Somehow we came to Mysore, both of us worked here and we made a house. Your daughter will definitely be happy in that house as both a daughter and a daughter-in-law, Anand told the girl's father Chandru. We have no doubt that Swati will make the house friendly wherever she goes. He continued, our only concern is her grandparents. Since ours and yours are from a different caste, these elders are reluctant to give up their traditions. Only the marriage should be held in a neat and ceremonial manner, as they say. Then they will say yes to this relationship. We have no objections to this. If the son and daughter in law are happy, then what kind of tradition should the marriage be held according to? Let it be as you say. Anand agreed. Geeta also agreed happily to this. You fix the date and tell us what preparations we need to make, said Geeta. When Swati became our daughter, all her family members were ours, were they not? When Geeta said this, Swati's mother Saroja came forward, held her hand, and said warmly, our daughter has done a great deed to get such an in law's house. Swati brought coffee and snacks to everyone present, bowed to the elders, and sat down. Chetan was delighted to see her sitting among the elders. Overall, everyone spent the evening satisfied. Geeta enthusiastically prepared for her son's wedding. She did all the shopping she could and brought gold chain for her to be daughter-in-law. The house was decorated with lime paint. In general, the wedding house was decorated in both the houses. Happiness was everywhere. When that the wedding was a week away, Saroja Chandru went to find the house of Chetan. We have a tradition of performing a homa before the wedding muhurta. You should bring your close friends and relatives with your son, said Swati's father. Next Sunday, whenever you say, we will definitely make arrangements for the function according to that. What do you think? He laughed heartily. You are the ones conducting the Homa Havan. All your relatives will be there. Do as your elders decide, said Chetan's father. Geeta also said, from the boys' side, if you tell what to bring for it, we will also come prepared in advance. Nothing more. Bring flowers, fruits, and tambula. We also will ask to fix the time from Shastri, said Swati's mother Saroja. The boy's parents sit on one side of the Homa Kund and the girl's parents on the other side. This is just a prayer for the children's happy married life, Saroja explained. Please, you must come by 8 a.m., Chandru said again, joining his hands. Geeta's face turned pale on hearing that he would have to sit in the Havan. On the pretext of serving coffee to those who had come, she went to the kitchen. Wiping her eyes, nose, she returned with a coffee tray and biscuits. After serving coffee to everyone, Geeta asked if the boy's parents should participate in the Shastra or not. Till the boy and girl exchange their garlands, these small traditions are followed. The girl's parents and the boy's parents should also participate in everything, said Saroja. Isn't it such a great honor to leave aside all the other hassles and participate in such a ceremony? Shouldn't the husband and wife sit together in everything? Yes, that's definitely the case. After all, that is Shastra, said Saroja. Yes, we also have such a tradition in our village. If by chance something is inconvenient for the bride's or groom's parents, then instead of the bride's or groom's parents, their uncle, aunt, brother in law, etc., some elders will sit on their behalf, Saroja explained in a relaxed manner. Can someone else sit on behalf of the bride's or groom's elders? Geeta asked again to clear up any doubts. Oh, by all means, it could be anyone, Saroja said. Chetan felt that his mother was secretly calculating something. After they left, Geeta took her husband to her room and locked. Chetan thought this was strange. He kept quiet, saying that she would tell him afterwards. After a while, they both continued their work as usual. Geeta hurriedly started calling someone. Hello Chandini, I am at home. I wanted to meet you all for a while. Your brother's marriage is fixed. Oh, you are not at home now. It's okay. After finishing your office in the evening, the husband and wife should come here straight away. Also, tell your mother to come at the same time, she said excitedly, telling them about her son's marriage being fixed. Then she turned to her husband and son. Come early in the evening, Chetan, Chandini. If possible, Prashant will also come to our house. There is an urgent matter, she said. Anand remained silent. That's right, mother. You are calling Chandini and brother-in-law too. Why? They both looked at each other. Look, as the boy's brother-in-law in this marriage, Chandini Prashant should participate in all the rituals. I and your mother are busy taking care of the guests who have come, Chetan's father said. That's not all. Why should you sit on the table at the wedding of your only son? My friends and sister in law are there to take care of the guests. Don't worry about that, Chetan said firmly. That's not true. We will have to sit on the table again and again. You know that both of us have knee pain. Hence this change, said his mother. That's not inevitable, mother. They'd put two chairs in front of the table. You both sit on them. The rest of the work that the Shastri told us to do will be done in between. Chetan expressed his dissatisfaction. That's not good at all. When so many people are sitting down, will we sit on the chairs? Let your sister sit instead, Geeta said again. Are we not fulfilling your dreams by marrying you to a girl that you mentioned now? Just like we said, now you listen, said Anand. What a joke. When the parents are here, should I accept Raki's sister as my mother? Chetan was not going to agree to the poor man. No way, all this is being done to appease Swati's grandparents who are traditionalists. We have no role in it, he said again. What? Then why do you have to come to that Baba to get that Rakhi tied? Chetan asked sarcastically. Now I am not a small boy. I know very well that you both are hiding something from me. If you don't want to tell me, then don't. But I don't want to give your rights to anyone else. Now that the matter has come this far, Geeta, it is right that we tell Chetan everything. Chetan's father said, and tears filled Geeta's eyes again. Son, I am not your real father. In a way, I am your uncle. Every time I tie a Rakhi, not from Baba, but from Geeta. Listen to the whole story. Geeta is not my wife. Know that she is my sister. Chetan, who was shocked, started looking at both of them. His father started saying, we both are neighbors in Sagar. I don't have any older sisters, so I used to tie a Rakhi from my younger sister Geeta. Even though we lived in different houses, we had equal love and trust. I came to Mysore to study engineering. Then her parents brought her to this town so that Geeta could also become an engineer. She was staying in a girls' hostel there and continuing her studies. I was known to everyone there as her cousin, so every Sunday I would come and take her out for a walk. I was in a boys' hostel. My roommate Ganesh was smarter than me, more attractive and handsome. He was always ahead in sports. So when I took Geeta out, of course, he would also be with us. Thus, love and affection grew between them. In the final year, they got married secretly in some temple without informing anyone. By the time I returned home due to typhoid, 2-3 weeks had passed. Thus, they rented a small house and started living. They both found a way to earn a living by going to part time jobs in the evenings. Both of them were somehow getting money for their studies from home. Geeta came to the hostel looking for me and told me everything. I was in no position to accept or oppose that. Thus, 3 months passed. The exams were near. Suddenly, Ganesh got a call from his hometown, Tumkur. His mother was serious and had to leave immediately. Then what Geeta said was very serious. Obeying the words of her dying mother, Ganesh married the daughter of his mother's brother and maternal uncle and acquired immense wealth. Her mother also left. Meanwhile, pregnant Geeta was waiting for Ganesh. Finally, Ganesh could not bring her home. Thus, after 9 months, she gave birth to a child. That child is you. So, how will we go home with our faces? I told her that I would marry Geeta and become the father of the child. But Geeta, who wanted to maintain that sacred relationship by tying a Rakhi to me every year, did not agree to this marriage. I also did not agree to her being ridiculed in front of society like that. So we came to another part of Mysore in search of work and got married. In front of society, we were husband and wife, but to respect Geeta's feelings, I remained as her elder brother forever. This is how you grew up as our son. We never returned to our hometown and started a new life in this town. By the time he finished speaking, Geeta broke down and started crying. Chetan was speechless. That's why, child, we didn't want to tarnish the sacred relationship of brother and sister by sitting on the floor. We shouldn't betray our religion because of society. Amma sobbing continued. Chetan came forward and consoled them. He greeted both of them and said, we will get married without spoiling your ideals. Appaji, even if the position you have given to me and my mother seems unrealistic, it is a reality. I will discuss this with Swati and come to a decision later, he said. He felt proud of his son. Chetan told Swati the truth without hiding anything. Swati assured him and said that it was her responsibility to convince her parents. She explained everything to her grandparents, other relatives, and they agreed and got ready for their registered marriage. In the morning, the legal marriage took place and both exchanged garlands in the temple, tied the thali, and became a couple with the religious witnesses. In the evening, a grand reception was held with all the relatives and friends. Due to the strong decision of the young couple, the ideal of the old couple remained intact in front of everyone. They celebrated that their son had brought the right daughter in law to the house as they had thought.